Your girl was not ready. I'm gonna start off this video, this Q&A video, with a snack, a Christmas snack. This is the Trader Joe's Peppermint Pretzel Slims. I get roasted for how I open things. I'm sorry. I don't see a peel thing, so I'm gonna open it this way. Sorry. I'm really far away from my camera right now, hold on. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Oh my gosh. Wow, those are good. Welcome to today's video. I asked on Instagram because I figured, you know, I would include a meal prep Monday video in this Vlogmas. And I also wanted to include a Q&A. I haven't done a Q&A in a while, so I figured why not ask the gram and we'll do some updated Q&A questions. So we're just gonna jump on into it. There's a lot of questions on here, so I'm excited to answer some of these. First up, favorite places to shop for normal people clothes. I really like dry goods. I like Target, TJ Maxx, Marshalls. I think those are really the only places. Buckle, we have this place called Buckle here, which has really cute sweatshirts and stuff. I love them. There is a wide variety of questions on this, so bear with me. Okay, money saving advice. I like to think of myself as somebody who doesn't spend money on silly things, in my opinion. Like, I love to shop at Home Goods and TJ Maxx and like bargain places. I'll always try to buy things on sale, and I do not, this is just not what's important to me, and it's important to some people, but to be honest with you, it's just not important to me. I don't feel the need to own designer like clothing or bags or anything, shoes, whatever. That really helped me back when I was trying to get out of a lot of credit card debt and making sure that I don't put anything on credit cards, which I no longer do, so that's awesome. But back in the day, I needed a lot of help getting out of credit card debt, and so once I did that, then I was able to stash away a decent amount of money. This is kind of just goes without saying, but because I live in Iowa now, the cost of living is so cheap, and so I'm just fortunate enough to save a great amount of money because of the place that I live. Like Florida, I did not save hardly anywhere near as much as I'm saving now. Any travel plans in the near future? We are going to Florida, speaking of Florida, in January with Austin's whole family, and it will be the first time that my family, my mom, will meet Austin's family. So I'm really excited, and Morgan's boyfriend Cullen is coming too, so it'll be a whole fam jam, 6 of us going down there. How's running going? It's dropped significantly down to about twice a week. I don't know, it takes a lot away from my weightlifting, and I wanted it to be balanced, so I don't know, 2 times, maybe 3 times a week if we're lucky. Do you like or eat candy bars? We don't see you eat chocolate often. You know what, that's funny, I just had those pretzels. I'm not really like a chocolate, like candy bar kind of person. The only chocolate that I love is Reese's, like Reese's Trees, Reese's Mystery Shapes, pumpkins, eggs, whatever. I always have that bag of, like, you know, the Ziploc bag of Reese's different types in my fridge. That's my favorite, but on a regular basis, I don't really eat a lot of candy or chocolates. What's your morning routine for breakfast on the go? Do you still use overnight oats? I use oats overnight. Hi, oh my goodness, everyone wants to sit with mom. Oh, okay, all right, hi, okay. Oh, Tuxie, I don't know if that's gonna work, but okay. Well, why don't you sit on this corner? You are the weirdest dog I've ever met in my whole life, I swear to God. I use oats overnight more so when I'm traveling, and I would say on the go. Like this morning, I had a therapy appointment at 8 a.m. and so when I got up at 7, I had to shovel the snow this morning. Oh heck. That's a no for me. Why don't you go pee-pees? Just try to go pee-pees. So funny. Go ahead, Tuxie. You gotta go pee at least. No, go pee-pees. He literally went in here. Can you see him? Look at him. He's like, I am not touching that snow. It's so cold. Get me out of here. It's freezing. I'm going back to bed. This is the worst. And then I ate a what did I have? Egg whites on a cinnamon raisin English muffin with a piece of Go Veggie cheese and chicken bacon. So it's kind of like an egg McMuffin. I love that because they're super easy to eat, and I have taken those on the go with me before. Have any opening spots with Black Iron Nutrition? Yes, I do. And if you just go onto blackironnutrition.com, you can click the apply now or coach with us. Everything for that stuff is in the description box. Oh my gosh, you guys, people kept, so when I asked this Instagram for Q&A, people kept asking me about my closet tour after I posted it, and everyone was like, where does Austin put his clothes? And I literally put, like, above everything in the description box, I put that Austin has an entire room with a whole walk-in closet of his own in the guest room. And plus he wakes up super early, so he doesn't like to get ready in the bedroom because it will just keep me up. So he goes into the other room and gets ready, so all of his stuff is in the guest room. Have you ever had body image issues? If so, what do you think helped most change the mindset? Yes, absolutely, because I put myself on the internet. And people are always like, well, just don't let it get to you. And I disagree with that. Like, I am a human being, and I don't personally feel like people are telling the truth if they are sitting there saying that if they read untrue or negative stuff about them on the internet, that it wouldn't hurt their feelings, you know? Like, it hurts my feelings, and I think that caused a lot of body image issues for me internally. Like, I didn't really talk about it too much because I didn't want those people to know they were getting to me. But for sure, like when they were calling me fat, I was already insecure about having a really round face. You know, it is what it is, I can't change it. And I have a very square body. I joke with myself that I called myself SpongeBob body, you know? They just made that worse. So I think it just intensified that, how I felt about myself. So I think then the only thing that changed my mindset was honestly just realizing that people who say negative things about other people, whether it's on the internet or in person, they are unhappy with themselves, whether they want to admit it or not, or they just want to sit there and say, no, it's true, you're ugly, you're fat, whatever they have to say. And I just have never in my life dedicated my time to stalking and talking negatively about somebody on the internet. If I don't like what somebody posts, I just unfollow them. Like, that's it. I don't talk about it. I don't bash them. I've certainly never went to somebody's page out of my way and commented something nasty. And I just feel like that says a lot more about that person than it does about me. They're unhappy. They're probably sitting at home living in their parents' basement, you know, like just miserable with their lives and have nothing else better to do. So that's kind of what I have to focus on. I would be lying to you if I said it didn't hurt my feelings, because it absolutely does. But at the end of the day, I still love my life, and I'm not unhappy when I go to bed at night. A lot of people were asking about getting more puppies, and it's really hard. Luckily, I say this and like good and bad, the rescue, the King's Harvest Animal Shelter has not been needing help at the time periods that I can normally help. They've got a ton of new volunteers, which is great for them. Like, I'm super happy for them. And I think it's better for me in a sense because I was so upset about seeing all the dogs all the time and wanting more and more. But as of right now, we don't currently have any plans to get a third dog. I think we're happy with just the two of them. We always do what we can to help shelter dogs, but for now, I don't think we're gonna add a third until way later down the line. Any tips for budgeting when moving? Over budget. Also, people were saying back when I moved, like this was in March, that I didn't pay for my ABF moving company. And that is a lie. I paid for that 100% with my own money. The only reason why I posted it is because my aunt works for ABF. Like, she doesn't get anything from it. She just works there, so it was a cool thing. So I didn't make any money off of that. That wasn't a sponsorship. I literally paid for that, and I did not realize how expensive moving was going to be, especially across the country. I suggest overestimate thinking what you're going to need to put money away for. How's school going? It's going slowly and surely. To be 100% honest, I have zero motivation for school right now. Last semester, I did not do as well as I wanted to. I didn't fail, but I got like a D on my final exam, which brought me down from an A to a C in one of my classes. So I was really disappointed in myself, and I just didn't put as much effort into it as I have in the past. So honestly, I'm in a little bit of a slump right now, but hopefully by the spring, it will be better. Do you sleep with your Fitbit on? Yes, and I like tracking my sleep. I'm a big sleep gal. Would you and Austin ever try snowboarding or skiing? We're going snowboarding on December 28th, and oh, sorry, not going anywhere. If you ask Tuxie if he's going somewhere, he gets really excited. Sorry, no, you're not going snowboarding. Thoughts about group classes like Orange Theory? I think they're great if that's what you like. What has been your favorite part about moving to Iowa? The learning of new things. That has been so fun for me. I've really had to step out of my comfort zone and learn a lot of things that, you know, just growing up in Florida, you would never think about, like shoveling snow and winter things and I don't know, just Midwestern things I never realized, but it's actually been really fun. So I think the challenge of learning new life things has been really enjoyable for me so far. What are some things you would have known before owning your dogs? I mean, I grew up with dogs, so I don't know. I think you just have to make sure that you are financially in a good place as well as like time-wise to be able to dedicate your energy, your time, your money to them because they are like little people, you know? It's not just like they just chill in your house like a goldfish or something. I mean, to me anyways, they are my babies. And so I just feel like I never really underestimated how much time because I saw my mom with dogs and I was very much so a part of that routine when I was younger. Maybe pet insurance, that's a good thing. I didn't know that existed until Tuxie got sick when he was a baby and I kind of wish that I would have got that early on. I got it for Bailey, but not for Tux, and it probably would have saved me a lot over the years. Are you and Austin talking about getting engaged soon? I don't know anybody who plans their own engagement. That's not something that we've done. I mean, I know that I'm gonna marry him and we talk about it, like, you know, in that sense, like, for example, he texted me today and he was like, I can't wait to marry you, but like, stuff like that, but not like, hey, well, what time are we getting engaged? You know, like, I wanna be surprised, and Austin loves surprises. So there's no doubt in my mind that it's gonna be a surprise, but I don't know exactly when. My guess would be 2020 because that's kind of what he alluded to in my birthday note that he wrote. So that's kind of my guess, but I don't know anything else. Favorite part of Christmas? Decorating. Would you ever try another bulk? Maybe. I don't know. I'm really happy and satisfied with where I am right now, both mentally and physically, and I just don't really feel the desire to right now. How do you keep the dog hair at a minimum with blankets, furniture, clothes? So this is kind of a tricky question because each dog breed is so different with their type of shedding and types of fur. So it kind of depends, but also the quality of their food is really important and the way that you maintain them. You don't want to bathe them too often, but again, it's going to vary based on the breed. And you also want to make sure that you're taking care of their coats if they need to be brushed or groomed and things like that. So kind of a hard question to answer with like a simple answer, but I would say probably do your research on the breed of dog that you have and then try to figure out what best will suit them as far as grooming goes. Favorite sweet treat at the moment? Ooh, Reese's Treats. Are you gonna ever do another weightlifting meet? Probably, but I just don't know when yet. When do we get to see the SpongeBob thing you went to New York City for? So they start airing the episodes December 21st. So, of course you guys know I'm gonna post it and let you know. What is your favorite holiday movie? I really like Elf, Home Alone, and or the National Lampoon Family Vacation or whatever. That one is so funny, it gets me every time. Yours and Austin's love languages. We are both physical touch and words of affirmation, which definitely is super easy when you're with somebody that not only understands your love language, but also wants to be spoken to in that same love language. How did you celebrate Christmas in Florida? Does it feel more real now living in Iowa? Yes, it definitely feels more real, especially with the snow. To be honest with you, it's just my mom and I. Like, I went over to her house. We didn't really do any type of celebrations or anything like that. So this is the first time for real that I'm experiencing not only a white Christmas, but also like a very family-orientated Christmas. Did Dave ever put up more Christmas decorations, or does he just still have the one Santa chilling? Yeah, he's got the one Santa Claus chilling in the window and that's it. Have you been able to meet friends in Iowa? Yes, which is awesome because that's something I feel like I really struggled with. But I also think that, and this could just be me, but if anybody else that's watching this lives in South Florida specifically, you have to let me know. But I feel like the people are just so different from there to here. The people in the Midwest are just so nice and friendly. And I feel like in like where I used to live anyway, especially like the Boca area, sorry if anyone lives in Boca that's watching this, but like they're just kind of like, I don't know, pretentious a little bit, stuck up. I just feel like up here, very few people are like that. So yes, I've been able to make friends, which is super huge for me. What's your all-time favorite episode of SpongeBob? I'd have to go with Rock Bottom. If you didn't work for Ben, what do you think you'd be doing? Something in law enforcement. Besides dogs, would you ever have a different pet? I don't know. I never thought about it. I'm not really big a cat person because I think I'm a little bit allergic. Favorite Christmas memory. So this is actually really funny because, well, it's not funny. It's like childhood traumatic funny. When we were at our friend's dinner party the other night, they were like, oh, so what was your Christmas traditions growing up? And I was like, arguing? Family members yelling at each other? I don't know. I'm sure you guys have, you know, seen me talk about it on social media, but I did not really come from a great, loving, not to me, but towards each other, family relationship. So this is really the first time that I'm experiencing family traditions, and it's definitely a new thing for me. So I don't really have any family traditions. This is the first year that I would say I'm currently making them. How did you and Austin say I love you first? I said it first, and I said it when we were in Colorado on the mountains. That was when I first said it. What do you think has helped you grow as a person this year? Therapy. Lots of working on myself and being honest with myself. Doing more things that make me happy and just being honest with myself has really been a huge lifesaver for me. But therapy. Lots of therapy. Yo, if one more person asks about where Austin's clothes are, I can't. Bailey, help me. Hair washing routine, products you use, shampoo, conditioner, etc. I really like DECOR products, and I also really like Pureology purple shampoo and conditioner. I use kind of both of those interchangeably, and I try to mix in some of the purple shampoo with my DECOR Love Smoothing one. Love them both. What is Santa bringing Tux and Bailey? Oh, what is Santa bringing Tux and Bailey? Oh heck, I don't know. Lots of toys. Any specific goals for 2020? I haven't really sat down and thought about it yet, as weird as that is. Maybe just like continuing with like my mental growth. I think that's something I really want to like continue to talk about and like stay focused on. Favorite Tula products for dry skin? Ooh, that overnight mask, the one in the pump now. I love that one for dry skin. That and the Kefir recovery masks are both awesome. Did you want to name Tux and Bailey anything else? Do you have dog names you love? Yes, I had two for each of them. So Tucker was either going to be Bentley or Tucker, and Bailey was either going to be Piper or Bailey, and she just looked like a Bailey to me. So if I ever do get another girl dog in the future, can't even think about it, I will probably name her Piper, since that was the other name I was gonna name Bailey. What's your favorite tattoo? The shin sleeve that I have done by Dave in South Florida. When you hit a plateau with weight loss, do you change up your diet or workouts or both? I have a whole video actually on plateaus. I'll put that here so you guys can check it out. What are some ways you want to impact the world? Oh, I like this question. Anything with rescuing dogs and educating people on rescue dogs, I think would be my number one. Like pit bulls specifically, because you know, they're just such a misunderstood breed, and if I could, I would have my own ranch with like 50 million dogs, like that lady that's on Animal Planet, can't think of her name. That would be like my dream, just help them all, and or at least like be able to give those homeless dogs a better life in the shelters, because I just feel like it's, when I know firsthand, it's so chaotic, and you know, they're not comfortable, and they're often scared and overwhelmed, and it's just like, ugh, it's such a crappy thing, you know, and I wish that I could do more for that. So I don't know how, but I'm gonna think of something one day. Do you ever miss your life in Florida? Absolutely not. I had a question, just a comment, the gingerbread pancakes were fire. Speaking of gingerbread, we purchased dog gingerbread houses, like 100% safe for dogs to eat. We're gonna have a gingerbread house making competition and then give them to the dogs. I'm so pumped for that. So that is all the questions that I got from you guys today. I'm trying to keep this video under 30 minutes, so I hope you guys enjoy. Please give the video a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next one. Say bye-bye. Happy Vlogmas. He's like, Mom, will you stop? You're embarrassing me.